This nice, neat little QB ranking thing here, and we're gonna start off some quarterbacks here. So we have some little categories here. We have top, which is the best of the best, elite, great, developing, so like a quarterback is starting to come out, average, bust, it means they stink, trash is even worse than a bust, and then we have Zach Wilson, because that man has, well, we've all seen what he's done. He stinks, and it's a joke. So let's just make this easy and let's put Zach Wilson in the Zach Wilson category, which is basically just trash, but I wanted to make a whole little special thing for him because he's that bad. Now, let's go with here. Now, I guess we got Matt Ryan from the Colts. Big offseason move, and let's just say he has utterly flamed out spectacularly. I think I'm going to put him in the bust category. He's been a big bust this season. I'm gonna hold off on him for a little bit. Let's Sam Darnold here. He's been interesting this year. I think he's done an average job in Carolina better than last year. He's won some games, so that's good. And then here, let's go with the next one. Here we got. I think that's Mariota. Looks like that's Mariota, and I'm gonna put him in trash. He has been not very good this year. Alright, and Kyler Moore here. Big expectations and didn't do, and I'm gonna put him at average. He did what he needed to do, but wasn't the best. Aaron Rodgers. Let's go with him here. Now he has been very interesting this year. He has been up and down. He has not been top like he usually is. Has not been elite. Has not been great. A lot of it's been his receivers and stuff. I'm going to put him at average this year. He's just been an average quarterback. He's had some good moments, but nothing special. Let's look here. Kirk Cousins, we got him next. Let's look here. Definitely not top. Not elite. Not developing. He's not a rookie. I'm going to put him at average again here. He's done an average job. He's been pretty much carried by Justin Jefferson. Let's be real here. He's getting carried. Daniel Jones here. He's had a good season. I actually think he's had a good season. He's led the Giants to the playoffs, and with those wide receiver core he's got, he's done a good job, a great job, and I'm gonna put him in great because he has done a very good job of the depleted wide receiver core he's been given this year, and he got the G-men to the playoffs. So yeah. Now next up here we have Trey Lance. We gotta put him in developing. We still have not seen enough from him because he got injured very early on, so I gotta put him in developing. But I kind of want to put him in trash, but developing is very sad. Now, basically, here, let's look at Jameis Winston. I guess bust this year, except he hasn't really got many opportunities, but I'm gonna put him as a bust. Alright, let's look here. Tom Brady. He has been a disappointment this year, but I'm going to put him at average. Yeah. But he also has had no O-line and no help here. So, next one here, we got Carson Wentz, and I'm going to make it easy for y'all. He's trash. He has completely fallen apart. And while we're at it, there's Tyler Heineke. Let's make his other guy, and I'm going to put Heineke at bust. He's not that good. Like, he's not completely awful, but he isn't utter crap. Let's see here. Well, add any people I'll put down. Alright, so let's go up. Let's do Josh Allen here, who has had spectacular season with the Bills, played spectacularly, and they are probably gonna win the Super Bowl this year. So let's put Josh Allen at the top. Now, next up here, let's see. Tua Tagovailoa. I was wanting to put him top in the league, but he's had some rough weeks, so let's put him at great here. But he's done a good job this year. And next up, we got Joe Burrow himself, and yeah, he's top. He is top tier. Justin Herbert, I'm gonna put him at great. I was hoping to see more from him this year. Hasn't done it, but they're in the playoffs, so I'm gonna put him at great. Now this man right here. Mr. Deshaun Watson. Now, what am I gonna do with you? You know what? I don't think I got any categories that fit him, so let's make a new one. No. That's this button. It's the new one. Below Zach Wilson. Yeah, that's yeah. Oh. Actually, nah. Let's do something else here. Oh, I know the perfect one. Browns. Yep, that's the perfect thing to describe. Forget a brown? Yeah, that's close enough. Yeah. Because this is a Brownsy move. Yeah. Very Brownsy move. Bringing this great big quarterback who has played like utter crap so far. And also has done some interesting stuff off the field. So you're going to go in the Browns category here. Next up, we got Justin Fields, who has had a great year for Bears standards here. He's had a great year, but he's not up here for them, so I'm going to put him at... He's still also coming out, so I'm going to put him in the developing one here. Next up, Matt Stafford. He went from 1 year from being good to being a little bust. So I'm putting him at bust. He had an awful year this year. I know he's had some injuries, but he's also, hasn't been that good. Now, let's Drew Lock. He hasn't really played, but he's been trash. Jalen Hurts has had basically a outbreak season here. He's become a top quarterback in the league, and he's led the Eagles to a spectacular record. However, he's not with. He still has not proven to me that he's up there with these two guys. So I'm gonna put him in as elite. Derek Carr, massive disappointment, and Lily lost his job to Jarrett Stidham. So he is going to go to the bust. He just has not had it this year. Alright, I'm saving you for a little bit later here. Davis Mills, been a bit of a disappointment, and has not played well, so I'm going to put him as trash. Lamar Jackson, he's had, when healthy, a elite year. He has had a good year, I think. Mac Jones, he has not had a good year. Big sophomore slump. I'm going to put him in the bust category right now. Geno Smith, he has had a great year. Coming off from what he has had a great year. And, I like what I see. And we'll see if the Seahawks decide to keep him going next season. But I think he's done a lot better job than the other guy they had last year, Mr. Russell Wilson. Let's ride to the trash category, if you know what I mean. Yeah, remember we all thought the Broncos would be good this year? Those are funny times, yeah. Nah, he has been utter crap. Literally, utterly just, no. He has fallen apart in one season. It's been utterly just terrible to watch. Alright, let's see. I got Ryan Tannehill now. He's been average. He's just been average, I think. Jared Goff, he's been all over the place, but I'm gonna put him as having a great season. I think he's done a good job. He's had some great moments and some great plays. Now, Trevor Lawrence, finally starting to come out and show his skin, and I'm gonna put him at the great trade. He has had a great season. Dak Prescott here, I'm gonna go with him next. Bit of a disappointment. Normally he's in the great elite range. This year I'm going to put him at the average. He hasn't really done much, but he's also had some injuries and stuff. But I think Cowboys have been kind of a disappointment this season. Brock Purdy, he's been great, but I don't want to put him there. I think he's still developing, so he's in the developing trade. Yeah. Alright, and next one we got here, I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield. You see, I'm saving a couple of these guys because I want to make sure you guys watch the end here. Well, Baker Mayfield, now he's tough because there's been two versions of him. There's been the Carolina version and then the LA Rams version. The Rams one is actually what we all thought he was supposed to be. The Carolina one was utter trash, so I'm going to put him in between the two at bust so far this season. Desmond Riddle, honestly, it's too early to gauge, so I'm going to put him as developing. Actually, honestly, you know what? Justin Fields, he doesn't belong with these guys. I'm going to move him up too. Because he's done a spectacle on the ground, so I'm going to put him at great. Yeah, so he wasn't in the right spot. Patrick Mahomes, no introduction needed. Once again, another great season. Not elite, top. There we go. And let's see here. Who else we got here? You can see what I'm saying for last because that's who everyone's wanting. Wait, let's see here. Michael White. He's had some good moments, had some air moments. I'm gonna put him bust. Still better than Zach Wilson though. This is PJ Walker. Trash. Jacoby Brissett. You're going in the bounce pile. Nah, I'm kidding. He actually has been significantly better than Watson this year. He's actually had a good year. I'm putting him at average. Jacoby Brissett had an average year, but compared to Watson over there, a lot better. And honestly, they would have kept Brissett at the starting position. I think the Browns may be still in playoff contention at this point. Jimmy G, he had an average year, like always, because he is the averagest quarterback there ever is. And let's go here now with Andy Dalton. He has had what I would say a bust here. He has not played well whatsoever. Now, there's only 3 left here, and let's see who the 3 are. It's Mitch Trubisky, Malik Willis, and then Kenny Pickett himself. Kenny franchise. As you can't tell, these are the Steelers' basically 3 quarterback options. These two having Trubisky and Pickett here at camp. They had them. And then they also had the option to draft Malik Willis. As I like to call him, Mr. Trash. I'm sorry, but he's not going to be anything at all, and he clearly has shown he's awful. I don't think he's even good enough that I can put him in the developing one here. Now, Mitch Trubisky, welcome to the trash pile as well. If I can fit you in, there you go. Trash pile, because you really blew multiple games for the Steelers this year. And you were replaced literally in the second half of a game against the Jets for a rookie who had never played NFL down by that point. So you are trash, sure. And last but not least, the man himself, Kenny Pickett. Let's see where I'm going to put him. Well, I don't think I have a spot that's really going to be good for him. So let's add one. Yeah, I'm going to add one here. Yeah, this thing's annoying. Okay. Okay, hold on a sec here. This thing's messing with me. Yeah, there we go. Let's add one right. Cause I don't want to put them. Actually, I want to. Yeah, let's move the average to developing. That's. Oh, we got to get the grade fixed there too. See, hey, learn this thing out here. We'll learn as we go. Let's see here. I think we gotta add one here for Kenny. Yeah, we gotta add one. Let's see here. Gotta put it above average because he has been above average in my opinion this year. Oh, and let's change average to. See, still along this thing here. Now let's add a new one, yeah. Add a little above. Right. And you see that? Future face of the franchise. And that's where Mr. Kenny Pickett is going. Because he has finally started to develop good and has been playing well and has been winning games for the Steelers. So I'm putting him above these guys here. As rookies or second year still haven't really playing much. And actually, you know what? I'm going to also put Fields in here as well. Because they both are more really well. Actually, yeah. We'll put these 3 here. We'll put Fields and Lawrence as well. Because they also, this year, are more. So I'm just going to have this as more like, these guys are more during the offseason. They show they're going to be the faces of the franchise for the teams. So, yeah, here are our rankings. Top tier we have Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Patty Mahomes. Elite is Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. In our great range we have Mr. Danny Dimes, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, Geno Smith, and Jared Goff having a great year in Detroit. Future faces of the franchise. That basically means teams that have their franchise quarterbacks now. Mr. Kenny Franchise Pickett for the Steelers, Justin Fields for the Bears, and the first overall pick last year, Trevor Lawrence. Average we have in his few starts, Sam Darnold, Kyler Murray, in a down year for Aaron Rodgers, but still average. Kirk Cousins, the quarterback that I like to call the epitome of mediocre. The GOAT falling to average because he's apparently, I think honestly, his life may be falling off and he has no line. Ryan Tannehill, like always, Dak takes a step down back to average. Brissett has a solid deal when Jimmy G is, the consistency of average. Developing wise, quarterbacks that have shown some promise, but we don't know yet. I got Trey Lance, got hurt early in the season. Brock Purdy, the legend himself. I still think he's developing a little bit. And you got Desmond Riddle. Like, honestly, a lot of these guys, it's just too early to tell. Busts, Matt Ryan. Basically, none of these guys are a surprise. So Matt Ryan, Jameis Winston, Heineke, Stafford, Carr, Mac Jones, Mayfield. Let's just say Baker wasn't feeling very dangerous this year, if you know what I mean. Mike White, and we got the Ginger Hammer himself, Andy Dalton. Trash-wise, Mariota, I'm not going to say, it's like, you know who they are. Zach Wilson, you know who he is, and you know who Deshaun Watson is. So, yeah, that is my rankings for this year. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to be doing more of these YouTube exclusives, so stay tuned.